विषयानिन्द्रियश्चरन् आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादमधिगच्छति रागद्वेषवियुक्तैस्तु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा prasadamadigaccati. Bhagavan says, one should first try to become free of raga and dvesha. Raga dvesha viyuktaistu. See, already the path is shown to us. The path is through karma yoga. We begin with karma yoga. Then we have the path of upasana. Then proper knowledge. Then meditation. So by following this path, our mind becomes free of raga and dvesha, intense attachment and repulsion for the world of objects. How it comes? When we develop the understanding that what I am seeking is not out there, but within us. What we are seeking is peace, is happiness, is bliss, is not there in the world of object. The world of objects cannot make me happy and cannot make me unhappy also. Again, without the permission of my mind, it cannot make me happy and unhappy. Object by itself doesn't have any control. It is our mind which has superimposed certain ideas on those objects, gives rise to that feeling of happiness and unhappiness. We superimpose those ideas. We put some conditions over those objects. And then it seems to make us happy and unhappy. So by deep contemplation through satsang, one has to gain this vairagya. So vairagya is freedom from both raga as well as dvesha. Attachment as well as repulsion. Free from the influence of the objects of the world, of pleasure, of the various stimuli from the world of objects. So raga dvesha viyuktaihi, become free of raga dvesha by performing your duties, dedicating it to the Lord, remaining balanced, accepting whatever comes as prasad, slowly and steadily become free of intense likes and intense dislikes. That intensity of likes and dislikes is a sign of ignorance only. Intensely liking something is like placing all our thing there only, thinking that that is the one which gives me all joy. And intensely disliking something is like saying that that is the one which gives me sorrow. So when we think that the cause of my sorrow and cause of my joy is somewhere outside, it gives rise to deep feeling of likes and dislikes. So raga dvesha viyuktaistu, becoming free of raga and dvesha. Bhagavan says, one who moves about in this world, vishayan indriyashcharan. He doesn't say that you have to restrain the senses all the time, but let the senses move about in the world of objects and experience those objects which are necessary in your path of duty. Whatever, we have to eat food, we have to sleep, we have to experience other things of this world. So continue experiencing those things, but without raga and dvesha. Whatever is necessary, like they say, you eat, what is it said? You eat to live, not live to eat. On the path of our duty, whatever pleasures come and necessary to be experienced, then keep experiencing them and moving ahead. It's an attitude which we have to develop. It's a mindset which we have to develop. So Bhagavan doesn't say that you restrain all your senses and remain hidden in some cave. No. he says, Vishayan indriyaihi charan. You move about in the objects of this world. The object will not hurt you if you are free from raga and dvesha. It's like other places example is given like the Padma Patram iva ambhasa, like the lotus leaf. It remains in water but doesn't get affected by water. Even when the water is on top of that leaf, it shines like a pearl, but it doesn't wet that leaf. It doesn't spoil that leaf. It falls down or remain there. It doesn't matter for the leaf. So remaining as the lotus leaf, move around in this world without getting attached and without getting repelled by the objects. If one can do this, if one can, by through proper understanding and vairagya, then we can progress on our spiritual journey. So, Vishayan Indriya Charan, Atma Vaishyer Vidheyatma, having total control over one's senses and having total control over one's mind, Atma Vaishyehi Vidheyatma, with a control over our mind. Such a person who lives in this world in this way, prasadam adhigacchati. He obtains a deep sense of peace and joy in his heart, which is called prasada. Prasada means prasannata. It's very interesting actually. And all of us, we have experienced it, but only thing we experience it by fluke and for a short time. During our day or during our month or year, many times we experience it when suddenly we become free of likes and dislikes temporarily, but there is deep sense of peace and deep sense of joy. Especially when you go to some go in tune or among nature, go to the Himalayas or sit quietly in front of a a lake or the mountain. Suddenly you are sitting there, Ganga Ji is flowing in front of you, pure, the mountains are there, and absolutely stillness in the entire valley. Only the sound of the flow of the river is there, and no noise, no people, no music anywhere, no kachra anywhere. You are sitting there silently. In that place, at that moment, you do not have any desire at that particular moment. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to obtain anything. You don't have important phone calls to make. You don't have any important appointment. Everything is as though has come to a standstill. At that moment, when you are free from any hatred in your heart or any likes in your heart, there is a deep sense of peace and joy which one feels. How many of you have experienced this? Let me see. See, slowly everyone will remove their... Now also you are experiencing peace, therefore you don't want to raise your hand. But everyone experiences. It's nothing very esoteric like. It is something regular. But it is experienced because of certain condition and it is temporary. But at that time, you are experiencing a deep sense of peace and joy, which you know is not coming from any object, which you know is coming from your within. You are totally at ease with yourself and with nature. You have no complaint against God or against anybody. Absolutely in a state of peace and quietude. That state, that prasannata which one experiences within is called prasad. See, generally we have after puja we talk about prasad. That is something which we eat. But here what Bhagwan is talking about prasad is that prasannata which is not because of some gain or some achievement in the world outside, not because of our contact of the senses with the sense object, but it is something which is coming when the mind and intellect becomes free of raga dvesha. There is great peace and joy. You hate no one and you like no one. There is no like and there is no dislike, because both of them are equally bad. Raga itself converts into dvesha. If we are attached to someone, after some time we will start hating that person. And if we hate someone, after some time we can start loving that person, because they go together. Raga and dvesha, they are like friends. They go together. What we intensely hate, we, if the situation changes, we intensely like also that. This all go together. So the mind which is free from this raga,